Hello, I'd like to welcome you to ELE-230 Wireless Networks. This is a 2-credit course. There's also an associated lab, ELE-230L, that you're supposed to take with the course. My name is Gary Millett. I will be the instructor for the course over the course of this semester. In this course, we will take and examine how we transmit data wirelessly from point A to point B. For many years, electronic communications was about entertainment, voice, audio, music, things of that nature. Now it turns out that the vast majority of our electronic communication is done to transmit data. Data could be multimedia, which means it could be video, voice, music again, but nevertheless it's all digitized. In recent times, with the advent of the internet, it turns out that we have had this insatiable desire to take and be able to get onto the internet anywhere that we're located at any time of the day and be able to take and access information on the internet. For many years, this access of information was extremely slow. However, today it turns out that we are in an era where the download speeds might be in the megabit range, and a lot of the new technologies like 5G and IEEE 802.11 6.0 or Wi-Fi 6.0, turns out that we're talking about speeds of 1 gigabit per second for downloads. It's quite amazing that over the course of the last 20 years we've been able to take and change this download speed many times. And it turns out that as we go forward, there seems to be an insatiable desire to keep upping the amount of data that we could transmit per second, even though it would seem, if you were to talk about 1 gigabit per second 10 years ago, somebody would ask you, what the heck are you going to download that needs 10 gigabits per second? Of course, today we know that we have media like high-definition TV, and the high-definition TV we have has been supplanted by things like 4K and 8K, even higher definition TV. So it seems like we build faster download speeds, we build applications that need faster download speeds, and it's kind of a vicious circle that is never ending. If we have faster download speeds, we need higher bandwidth. It seems that bandwidth is equated with download speed, and the only way you get higher bandwidth is to go to higher frequencies. And it turns out historically, producing energy or wireless signals at real high frequencies has been problematic and costly. However, again, it turns out that technology has evolved, and here we are in 2020, and we're talking about using the frequencies in the range of 60 to 90 gigahertz for our frequencies that we'll use to transmit the data, and that allows us to have, again, these higher data rates, because we have the ability to have much more bandwidth at those higher frequencies. So in this course, we'll talk about traditional types of modulation, the analog forms of modulation, AM and FM and pulse. Then we'll take a look at digital modulation and look at the evolution that's occurred in the technology to, again, transmit data. We will take a look at the wireless technologies from the IEEE. We'll take a look at cellular, that everyone who owns a cell phone knows that they can access the internet through their cell phone at this point. And of course, here we are in 2020 when we're implementing 5G. Most people don't have a new telephone for 5G. If they did, it turns out probably be pretty expensive, and you actually wouldn't really notice too much of an improvement to your download speeds because 5G was actually implemented for another reason. But we'll talk about that as we go through the course. Then there are some new technologies that are useful for things like the Internet of Things, LoRa, various things like low energy Bluetooth and so forth, and we'll talk about those specialized telecommunications wireless systems as we go along. So it'll be a fun ride, I hope, and we look forward to teaching the course and having the students learn about wireless. It's an evolving paradigm always with wireless, and what you learn today will be superseded by something in the near future. But that's another topic for another conversation. So we'll get started. Thank you.